Welcome to this week's Heads Up video update. Today is a special careers edition shining a spotlight on Wycombe High School's outstanding careers programme, which plays such an important role in guiding our students towards their future ambitions. There's a real buzz around school today because our guest speaker at this morning's careers event is none other than Lynda Petherick, Chief Operating Officer of the global fashion brand New Look and Non-Executive Director of the British Fashion Council. Even more exciting for us is the fact that Lynda is a former Wycombe High School student, having been here from 1986 to 1992. I'll be speaking to her shortly, but first I'm joined by our Careers Lead and Advisor, Miss Spiteri, to talk about the class-leading career support on offer here at Wycombe High. Miss Spiteri, can you give us an overview of the careers programme at Wycombe High and some of the standout events you organise for our students?
Yeah, so the careers programme runs from year 7 right through to year 13, and the dates in the calendar, as you well know, are strategically placed around their choices. So for year 8 at the moment, they're currently in the midst of choosing their GCSEs. Their deadline is coming up, so we get some speakers in. We had Bucks College in also today to give them a little bit of an idea of what's available for them post 16. We have lots of speakers coming in. We do get requests from students as well for certain speakers, so we do try and get lots of different people in. Mostly a lot of entrepreneurs as well. We've had a lot of requests for entrepreneurs. So yeah, the careers programme is great for all year groups.
Sounds fabulous. One of the highlights of our calendar is the Careers Fair, which was a huge success last year, and my understanding is that this year's fair is even bigger, with more exhibitors and students from other schools. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's planned?
Yes, so the Careers Fair is Thursday the 26th of March 2026, available for years 10 to year 13, and we also invite John Hampden Grammar School as well as St Michael's School as well, so it's not just for our students. So we have up to around 70 exhibitors. So we've got apprenticeship providers, college providers, technical providers as well as universities. There'll be talks on the night, up to 8 different talks on the night. We've got accountant talks, NHS talks, university life, student finance. So there's lots for every year group between years 10 and 13.
Sounds exciting, I'll be there. Wycombe High School students also have the opportunity to book one-to-one careers appointments. What does that process look like and how can students tailor these sessions to explore their individual interests?
Yeah, so they can come and book an appointment with me anytime. For the younger year groups, it'll be during breaks and lunch times. So they can just email me or they can drop in and see me either in the Careers Library or in the main library. And we can schedule a time for us to get together and discuss anything really that comes into their mind with regards to what's happening for them in the future, and if they need any advice or any help, especially with things like UCAS, personal statement writing, university choices. You know, there's lots to talk about, most definitely.
Sounds great. And I hear students can also take an active role in shaping the careers programme through initiatives like the Bucks Students Leaders Forum. Can you explain how that works and how can our students get involved?
Yeah, so we have lots of local schools get together once a term, and they basically discuss the careers programme within their school and share ideas. So I currently have 2 careers captains who are in year 13. We have a meeting next week, so they will join in online with lots of other different schools and basically discuss the careers programme and whether we can make it any better, and just get some ideas from other schools as well, which is great. It gives them an opportunity to get together.
Now I'm delighted to introduce the star of today's careers event, Lynda Petherick. Lynda is the Chief Operating Officer at New Look and a Non-Executive Director at the British Fashion Council. We're incredibly proud to welcome her back because, of course, she is a former Wycombe High School student. She is here today to inspire our students who are interested in careers in fashion, retail and business, sharing her experiences through a talk and Q&A session. Welcome back, Lynda. What inspired you to pursue a career in business, fashion and retail, and what advice would you give any students that want to pursue this path?
It's great to be here today, so I'm delighted to be able to share some of my views on this. To be honest, for me, when I left school, university, one of the things that was most important to me, in all honesty, was financial independence. Mm-hmm. So I actually went around that careers office when I was at university and just worked out which jobs were actually going to be the highest paid, because I knew that what I wanted in life was to be able to have what I wanted, and therefore that's kind of what got me first interested in business. And actually, my first job was with a big consultancy, now called Accenture, in those days called Anderson Consulting.
All right, great. So thinking back to your time at Wycombe High School, were there any lessons or experiences here that helped shape your career journey?
I think no doubt. I mean, I had a fantastic time at Wycombe High, and I think all the girls are exceptionally lucky to have such a great school in terms of where to get their education. For me, I think that sense of intellectual curiosity, the sense of work, hard work has returns. I think that's something that takes you forward into your career, and it doesn't matter if you're like me in your 50s or if you're 16. I mean, at the end of the day, working hard pays dividends.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Fashion and retail are also really fast-moving industries. What skills do you think young people need to thrive in a competitive and constantly changing environment?
I think it's very different now for, students in terms of the world of work. I think if I think back to those giddy days in the 90s, people thought you were going to leave school and do one job. I mean, that wasn't my experience. I've done many jobs over the last 30 years, but I think that versatility, the ability to be a bit of a shapeshifter, I think is really important, because you never quite know what's around the next corner. And I think everyone needs to take every opportunity that comes along with both hands and really grab it. So I think I would just encourage them all to have courage and take every opportunity that comes their way.
Yeah, absolutely. And many students of ours worry about choosing the right path. How important is it to have a clear plan early on? And how much of your career has been about adapting to opportunities?
Perhaps I'm not the best example for this, because I don't think I actually worked out what I wanted to do until I was in my 30s. And actually, I have to say it was much easier once I was clear on what I wanted to do in terms of achieving it, as I am a big proponent of kind of visualising what you want to do, and it is the easiest way of kind of going and getting it. But that said, for those out there who are thinking, oh my goodness, I don't quite know what I want to be, I promise you probably got another 15 years before I worked it out. But I do think the earlier you get clear on it, I think it means it's the earlier that also others can help you bring those things to life.
Yeah, important. And finally, what would you say to a Wycombe High School student whose dreams of reaching the top of their industry one day?
I think you've got to work hard. I mean, I was sharing with the students that I was just talking to a little bit earlier today. At the end of the day, the going the extra mile is not a very crowded place. So working hard and really going for it, is what it's all about.
Thank you so much, Lynda. Thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for inspiring our students today. So that's it for Heads Up, the Careers Special. Thank you to Miss Spiteri and Lynda Petherick for sharing their expertise and inspiration. Have a fantastic weekend. Goodbye.